Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, I will gonna to show you how to run the latest OmniGen 2 in ComfyUI. If you are looking for the Flux context editing model, please check out my previous video. So OmniGen 2 is the second version for the OmniGen. This is a unified image generating and editing model. That's really cool. Here is a quick summary of the capabilities of the model. Even though it's just a single model, it can do 4 types of things. Firstly, it can do visual understanding. Then it can generate an image from text. In addition, it can do some instruction editing of the input image and also do some in-context generating. Wow, how cool is that? Luckily, ComfyUI has been able to provide official support for it. So this is the ComfyUI example. So as you can see, the OmniGen 2 is a model that I think it's very easy to install. So basically, you just need to make sure that your ComfyUI is up to date. You do a git pull for that, and you will need to download several models for that. So here is a complete list for that. So there are 3 of them. The first one is the main model, OmniGen 2 FP16 for that. This goes to your diffusion models directory. So, and the second one is a text encoder, which uses the Q1 2.5 VL. So this one also. And the lastly is the VAE AE.safetensor for that. After you download all these files, you can start your ComfyUI server. Just to make sure that you are in the right Python virtual environment, and goes to your ComfyUI location. Do a Python main.p, so that way you can start your Comfy server. And once you started that, you can go to your web browser, go to your URL for ComfyUI, you connect that, and then there is some example workflow page. So you grab on that, and then you drag that into your web browser. So that way you can have the workflow on your web browser. There are 2 workflows. One is the text to image, and another one is the image editing. Firstly, let's take a look at the performance of the text to image model. On the step 1 is the load the models. As you can see, right? So here is the OmniGen 2 FP16, and this is the text encoder, the clip, and this is the VAE file. And then we can quickly, you can specify what are the dimension you want for your image, 1024 by 1024, and then you provide your prompt. This is the positive prompt, and there is a negative prompt. Alright, and then you can do some of the other things as well, but for this video demo purpose, let's click the run to get it started. So let's click the run. The first time you will need to load the models, which may take extra time, but after that it should be really smooth, and we can see that. So here is the GPU dashboard for that. We see that it uses around 15 gigabytes of VRAM, and we can see the output. It looks quite nice, realistic. There's no extra fingers here. Seems looks nice. Alright, let's do it one more time. Click run. We see the progressing bar is moving really quick. It's about 14 seconds for 20 step inferencing, and the VRAM usage is around 15.7 gigabytes. Really nice. Okay, we see that. So this is the text to image. Let's look at the photo editing one. So this is a workflow. Let's drag it here. and make sure that you have the correct models loaded into the step 1. For the step 2, there is input here. You drag it onto the step 2, the image loading module here, and then we can see that you provide your prompt to see how you want to make the edit. So that way we can click the run to start the editing. Let's click on that. Alright, as you can see, there's no time needed to load the model because we already loaded it when we are doing the text to image. So I think that's really nice. It sees that this is all we want for both text to image or image editing. That's really wonderful, right? And we look at the GPU. Similarly, it's about 15.7 gigabytes of VRAM. Although we do see that for 20 step, it took about 100% more than the image generating. So I think there is some extra editing step needed, right? So I think that's reasonable. We need basically double the time, but as you can see that we can get a nice edited image after the extra time waiting. As I previously mentioned, there are several unique nice thing about this model. So we will try to see how it can perform the editing. Alright, let's try to make some editing. So for example, we want to remove the background. So let's see how to do that. Remove the image, the photo background. Replace that with pure pink color. Alright, so this should be a very simple task. Let's see how the model performs. Click the run. Here is the GPU. It shows about 15.8 gigabytes of VRAM is being used. And we see the progressing by is about 26 seconds for 20 steps. Okay, we see that yes, it's indeed is able to help us to remove the background and change it to the color pink. Looks good. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumb up and share it. Please subscribe to the channel for future content. Thank you for your support. Goodbye.